Hello, hello. I hope you can hear me okay. Um, it's super, super hot here, so I have a big fan running in the background. And I don't know if that's overtaking my mic. So good evening. My camera, I realize, is flipped around. So it's throwing me off. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's been a long time since I've gone live directly on YouTube without my third party streaming. And so I forgot to set my camera to flip. So yeah. Anyways, it's gonna look like, see, that's backwards. Lovely. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's late over there. Oh, and it's hot too. Just as hot. Well, you guys aren't used to the hot, but oh my goodness. All right. So, of course, this is backwards because, that's how it's going to go today. We're just not going to read words. Give it a few minutes. Don't move the camera. It'd be easier if I bring it up over here. Oh, that's so weird. Here it's not backwards. Okay, never mind. My computer's playing tricks on me. Anyway, it's going to be a long stream. Just give it a few minutes. I have all my. I don't blame you. I honestly don't blame you at all. I'd appreciate the rewatch though. Very much. I was debating what to do tonight. Same to you, love. Same to you. Enjoy. Hope you get some rest. I was debating what to do tonight. An art journal page, a mixed media piece. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I'm redoing my daughter's bedroom. She's away at boot camp for the Army. And I'm surprising her and kind of revamping her room for her. And so I was going to make some decor pieces to hang in her room. Thank you. They're these like little shadow box frames. They come like with these little pegs. Wait, yeah, these little pegs to put in them to stand. But I don't plan on using the pegs. I'm just going to use these to hang them on the walls. So I'm going to paint them with these new acrylic paints that Chalkola sent me. And I think I'm going to put inside the frames. I picked out a whole bunch of different scrapbook paper that I have because I have tons and tons and tons of scrapbook paper that I will never use up. So I picked out a bunch of different scrapbook papers to put on the inside of the frames. And maybe I'm going to put like some dried flowers or something since they are like a shadow box. I'll put like some dried flowers or something on the inside. We'll see how far I get tonight. We'll see. So first things first, I guess. Yeah, but I've had these frames forever and I've never used them. So now I have an excuse to make like a little, like collage thing for her wall. So yeah, that'll be exciting. And it'll be an excuse. I have a big like chunk on my shelf now. I now have a hole so I can put more things there. So, okay. I'm working with Chalkola. They have some awesome products. And I have a bunch of different things right now. I have gouache. These are acrylic paints. I've already worked with their chalk markers and a couple of different products of theirs. So I haven't tried their acrylic paints yet. So I'm going to give their acrylic paints a shot tonight. I have a link to their Amazon store in the description. It's a 32 set of acrylic paints, and I mean it's a whole set, like it's a whole kit. And hello, Miss Carrie, how are you? I think so. It's an Amazon. The link that I have is an Amazon store, so I'm almost certain they should. They should. Don't hold me to it, but I'm almost certain they should send overseas. Um, the best I could say is click the link and give it a shot. See if it brings it to the European Amazon. I'm always terrible with how that works. So maybe see. If not, I can always find out. I can always ask them if they have a different link to where you guys can get it over there. Not a problem. So it's a whole set like this. I mean, it's you get a palette. Who doesn't need more palettes? Because I never clean mine. So nice hefty palette. You get a nice set of brushes. Decent brushes too. And there is, I can't even count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brushes in there. It's a nice big fan brush. I'm a sucker for a fan brush. What else do you get? You get a sponge. They like pack it all in there. I'm like, it's like treasures. A palette knife. Oh, that's a big palette knife too. Number 3 palette knife. It is. That's like all in one. And then there is 32 colors. And they're big tubes. They're 22 mLs, 0.74 US fluid ounces. And please, please do not ask me to convert because I can't even get time zones different. I can't even change time zones. Don't ask me to convert the ounces and mLs and yeah. So it's double stacked. They're big tubes. 2 titanium whites, which whites are always good. You got black, gray, you got your browns, your greens, your blues, little flesh tint, um, different ochres. You know what I mean? Ochres. I always want to say okra like the food. So, I mean, decent set of colors. Um, so yeah, I'm excited. Although I don't know if I just want to paint the frames all one color. Like I want to use all the colors now that I see them all. Now I don't. I just want to paint. I in my mind, like I wanted the frames just to be all one color. But now I see all these colors and I kind of just want to open them all. Um, they're nice, thick. Nice. Of course, white. I pick white, the one color that's like the hardest color to see. Let's go with Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray is always a good, it's not quite blue, it's not quite black. Look how thick that is. That's nice. Oh, while I have it out, let me, oh, not that. All this mess in my studio, you think I'd have some like scratch paper laying around? All right, let me see what I have here. Let me just see. Oh, that's nice. Payne's Gray is always one of my favorite colors. Nice coverage too. I really think I'm gonna like these. Let's see what the black looks like. You guys know that black is my favorite everything. So I'm not even gonna clean the brush off. I'm just gonna go right into it. Nice and thick, but not too thick. Oh yeah. Yep, I like that. Yeah. Yep. I'm in. Count me in. Okay. I'm excited now. So, all right, let me put that aside. I guess I'm just going to get started. So these are the scrapbook papers that I was thinking about putting in these frames. And her wall is going to be, the wall that I'm going to put these on, I'm going to paint it in like a sage green color. So I was thinking of doing this raw sienna color, or maybe even a burnt sienna, because I wonder, ooh, maybe even an umber. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. No, I think it's going to be raw sienna. That's what we're going to go with. Yep. So I'm just going to put those aside. Yeah. So many goodies that came with. You know what? I will probably, no, I need a bigger brush. Oh, let me put this away. Here we go. Already not putting this stuff away. That's how I end up with it all over my desk. You know what? I'm going to use the palette that it came with because why not? Actually, I need. I might not have any water in here. I will be right back. I thought I had a cup of water. Clearly, I'm not prepared. All right. Water. My big old steam mug. All right. So, I guess I should have. I don't even think I'm gonna gesso these. I think I'm just gonna go right in with the paints. Of these. All right. Oh, no, that's not the tea. That's the tea. Okay. So we're going to go with raw sienna. I think that's the one we're going to do. And if I don't like it, then we can switch it up. Wet my brush a little bit. Kind of like that. So I'm going to use a wet brush, semi-wet brush, because I want the paint, the acrylic paint, to be a little transparent. Um, so it picks up a little bit on the, yeah, the wood grain um, underneath the paint. Which is pretty good. I like that. But I do notice that if my brush is dry, it's nice and opaque and it's giving me coverage and not showing me that wood grain. It's always good to have versatility with your materials. I will say this is nice, and honestly, a little bit goes a long way. It's not taking up, it's not, and this wood is quite thirsty because it's raw, it's not primed. Um, but this paint is definitely stretching, which is nice. We always like when our supplies can last longer. And more slide. Let me just see if I put, yeah, I'm gonna like that. So bring it up closer. So you can see I put it on fairly thin, a little bit watered down so I could get that wood grain showing through. But then I put it on a little thicker on the edges and I got more coverage, which was really nice. Nice. I think I will do one more. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch as I paint each one individually because that would be painstaking. It's nice they don't dry super fast because I just put too much on that spot, that side, and I was able to wipe it back with the paper towel. I do like that. So I'm gonna get these inserts. Oh, it's a little choppy. Water. I do like this staining effect. So they're not all one solid color. Hello, Miss Terry. How are you? I miss you, love. All right. So that is done. I'll set that one a second to dry. I do have 4 more to paint, but that will be painstaking to sit here and watch. So I'm going to set that aside. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You should message me and then call me and we can talk. I'll be around. Okay, so I have all of these scrapbook papers, random ones from different sets that I'm going to put in the back of these. Trimmer out, move my water. So I don't think that's my cup of tea. Okay, so I'm going to use, this was the inside from the frame. I'm going to use this as my guide. I'm going to use sunlight from my window. Just the eyeball. kind of, because some of these have patterns that I actually want. In the frame. I figure this is a good way to use up some of the scrapbook paper that I have and hoard and will never, ever, ever use up. This one I think will be simple. I really am trying to use the sunlight coming in the window. Just tracing these out and then I'll cut them down to size. This one, I think I wanted that flower in the middle. Terry, no, these are acrylic paints from Chalkola. Um, it's a whole acrylic paint set, 32 colors. I went through the whole spiel earlier. They send you, in this set, you get a palette, you get brushes, you get a sponge, you get a palette knife, and 32 tubes of 22 milliliter tubes of acrylic paints. So, I don't even have enough hands. It's 2 rows of acrylic paints. Great colors too, like awesome colors. They are, I have it in the description. I have the link in the description to the Amazon store to where they are. They are 23. Right now they're 14% off, so they're $23.95 for the set. Which is not bad, like, at all. It's really, really, really a good deal considering everything that you get in the set. Sorry, I'm knocking my camera around. The tube sizes are awesome. I mean, they would definitely be good on the gel plate. And they have good quality stuff. I've used, what else have I used from them? Chalk markers, paint markers. They also sent me a gouache kit. Gouache. Say it a million times, Nelly. That'll be my next project to work on. So they have gouache. They have these black canvas panels that I really, really want to get my hands on. So, yeah, they have really good quality stuff. I've worked with their stuff for a couple years now, um, and I've never had any complaints. Sorry, I'm just trying to eyeball this rose. I know you do, Terry, just as much as I do. Hence why I now have 32 new acrylic paints in my stash. And then the gouache set, there's 36 in that one. And that here, I'll show you the box. I didn't even open that one yet. That's this. That's a whole nother plethora of. Yeah, go ahead. You can order from that link. Thank you. Okay, there's that one. And where did my pencil go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're okay. So for on the gel plate, like I was showing earlier, they're not too thick and they're not too thin. Like they're just the right consistency for just about anything. And when I put them on these wood panels, I so okay. I'll tell you in 1 second. So I watered this acrylic paint down because I didn't primer. I didn't put any gesso or anything on these wood frames, and so then I was able to almost like stain them so I could get like the wood grain to come through. But is it this one where you put it? Where I put it on the right lighting, where I put it on thicker, it had really good coverage. So excuse me, it painted, and then here's the. I just did it on paper. Like this is Payne's gray, and this is the black. So I can get my nail out of the way. It's definitely good coverage. And I just squirted that on the paper and brushed it out. And if I like the black, I'm in. And that's like black. Like I can't see through that black. Okay, so gouache is not quite oil and it's not quite acrylic. It's somewhere in between. But that's a whole. Payne's gray it's always a good one, yeah. To get into exactly what gouache is and how it works, that's for a whole nother video and a whole nother stream. But when we get to it, trust me, I'll let you know. And I'll explain it all, I promise. It is not. Definitely not. But it can be. If done in a certain way. Okay. I'm going to trim these down. I like all the paints. I just like them all. All right, let's see if that. will do it for me. It helps if I put it in the right way. Okay, so these frames have these little knobby things that are for like stands, which is cool, but I'm going to hang them on my daughter's wall. So I'm just going to use the holes to hang them. So I want to make sure I put the papers in. Oh, look how cute. I like that. I'm not going to close that yet because I kind of want to see what they all look like. Girl, let me tell you. I have the Dilutions. I have the Dina Wakley Media. Let me tell you. If you like the Dilutions, you'll like Dina Wakley Media. I'm a Dina Wakley Media buff. And I'm telling you, these Chalkola paints, the colors that I saw just in the acrylic set alone, I was like, oh, yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to, like, I knew when I planned this project that this is true. I knew when I was going to do this project that I was going to do my my frames all one color. And as soon as I opened, like, I knew what colors were coming in the pack, but you can't really tell until you like open it and see inside. And then I opened the box and I saw the colors and I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to play with all these paints. Like, I didn't even want to paint all the frames. I just wanted to, like, I don't know, get my art journal out and start playing with all the colors. I didn't even want to do this project then. I just wanted to play with all the colors. That one's pretty. And I know these are so not my style. So no judgment. But I'm making them for my daughter's room. So I'm making them in her style. Little out of my wheelhouse, but that's okay. I like all the paints. I think because I started off as an acrylic painter, it gave me an appreciation for all the paints. Because I learned years ago how to work all the different types of paints. I can appreciate how I can appreciate the different styles of paints. Oh, I like that one. Hello, focus, grasshopper. Very pretty, very pretty. Very pretty. This one I wasn't too sure of because of the teal, but I will give it a shot. I mean, I like it, but I didn't know how it would go in the frame and with the other ones. And I am going to paint the other frames. I just figured it would be painstaking for you guys to sit here and watch me paint the same frame, the same colors over and over again. Oh, Terry, you have to send me pictures because I am proud of you. I'm very excited to see. And I think you've always been good enough to show the world. I don't hate this one. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. As long as it would focus. There we go. It's different. I think that's why I like it. Yes, definitely. All right. Almost done trimming these guys up. I was thinking about putting dried flowers in some of these, but I'm not sure. That one's okay. Yeah, not another favorite of mine for her style, but it will work. And one more. This one I thought was really cute. This is that Tim Holtz what's it called? Wallpaper. Lord only knows how old it is. All right, let's see how that one came out. Oh, see, I like that one. It's not exactly centered, but I think hanging up on the wall mixed in with the other ones, you won't be able to. You won't be able to notice. See, now I kind of want to paint them all. How long? All right, I got about 10 minutes. Think I can paint them all in 10 minutes? Let me see. Now it's a challenge. Now it is a challenge. Because I kind of want to see them all together. Of course, yeah. So I'm using the raw sienna out of the pack. Oh my gosh, where's my camera? Where's my camera? And I don't feel like I need more. Okay. You can see, Terry, how okay, it looks kind of like, you know what, but you know what I mean. It's the color. So it's not like super thick, but it's not running either. And then I'm just dipping my brush in some water and making it thinner just a little bit to like give it a wash. I don't want it complete. I love this color, but when I started, I saw that the wood grain was starting to show through, and I was like, oh, I really like that. So I decided to do a little watered down. You know, maybe if I used a bigger brush, I'd be able to get them all painted in time. And I didn't, like I said earlier, I didn't prime this wood or anything, and it is super thirsty, but this paint stretches. Like it's going pretty far. A little bit is going a long way. So I do think for the gel plate, these would be perfect. Ooh. Hello, dear. How are you? I'm glad you popped on. I know it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've been live, but I'm showing off these new Chalkola. Hang on. Just gonna like throw the lid right down. I only have about 10 minutes yet, so I'm like, can I do it? Can I do it? They're like the old days. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And you know, it's crazy. Like, out of all the amazing colors in this set, I grabbed like one of the dingiest ones, and I'm in love. I really do like that. Like, with just a little bit of water, I can use it almost like a wash. And then, but if I don't water it down, it's super opaque and I can get good coverage with it. Yep, makes me happy. Makes me happy, happy, happy. Oh, oh yeah, you can do it. You can do it. 6 minutes. I'm really not in a time crunch. I just really would like to see all these pretty papers now against this really pretty color. All of them laid out. They are. So, hang on, I have my brush in my mouth. This is the box that they come in. And you get this paint palette that comes with it. There are 22 mLs. And they're decent size, easy to transport, and hang on, let me set this down. You get the paint palette, you get a sponge, you get a pack of 10 brushes. You get a palette knife. I can't even talk. And there's 32 colors. in the pack, and the colors are like, oh, they're super rich, like super rich. The pigment in them is amazing. So I was showing earlier, I just squeezed out on a piece of paper the Payne's gray and the black, because you know, you guys know me and I love my black. If the black ain't no good, I don't want no parts of it. And Payne's gray is like the next thing to black for me. So no, that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I just thought you guys would be bored if I'm sitting here painting the same frames, the same color. My original plan was for me to paint all these frames the same color before I even opened the box. And then I opened the box and I saw all these colors and I was like, oh, I just want to play with them all. But then I was like, no, I have to get this project done with the same color paint. But I'm super excited about these, so I'm going to talk about it. Anyways, so thank you for interrupting me, because I love it. I want to talk about it. The black is like black, like as black as my nails. And so you know I love it. And then the Payne's gray is super, like the sun is shining in my window. So like you can't see through it. There's no, and this is just, you know, thin, junky paper. Like you can see my shadow through there. You can't see it through the paint. Okay, a little bit, but you get the point. The black is black. And that's how, for me anyways, when I'm testing out paints, when I'm judging a product, paint especially, if the black is good, I'm good. Now, obviously, other colors matter, but that's where I start my base from. Maybe it's because it's my most used color for myself, but black is a very strong pigment, and it's one that can get screwed up quite easily. So this one here, not at all. It is perfect. So I do have a link in the description for this set here. And it's on Amazon right now, and it is, I think, 12 or, I have to look. Put the brush back in my mouth. 14% off? Yeah, so it's $23.95 right now. So, I mean, it's an awesome deal. Okay, stop moving the camera. It is definitely reasonable for what, I mean, for what you get. And I've used their products for a couple of years now. I've worked with them for a few years. I've used their chalk markers, their paint markers. I have a gouache set over here that I got to work with next. I'm excited about that one too. They have watercolors. They have watercolor pens, watercolor brushes. I'm sorry. They have these black canvas panels. I keep talking about it because, you know, I want everything in black. But they have black black canvas panels that I want to get some. I'm going to get some of them, flat panels, because it's hard, at least where I'm at in the States, it's hard to get black canvas panels. And everything, their prices are very decent. And yeah, you can't beat it. And I also have a link. They have a YouTube channel also. So, you know, if you want to go by and watch it and see, you know, they have their little commercials, not commercials, but you know what I mean, their little demos and whatnot. So you can see what they have to offer. Oh, if this heat won't stop. Okay, 2 more to go. as hot as it is, this will dry on this wood in no time. But it's not drying in the palette. It's not drying up, which is nice. Plenty of work time, which is grateful. Which I'm grateful for. Because sometimes we sit here and just get to yapping and forget that we're working on something. And again, I'm sorry if my fan is super loud in the background. It's just too hot to not have it running. I like. See, aren't you glad you popped on when you did? It's all about timing. Back. Get that little stained effect going on here. All right, one more, and then I think I can start putting the paper in. And then I think that will be it for this project. I know it wasn't the most exciting project I've done, but it was a necessary project. I needed to get it done for my daughter's room, and I was excited for the paints. I was excited to get them opened and try it out. And now I think next time, I think I'm gonna try them on the gel plate. Maybe I can get Terry to go live with me and we could do jelly printing together. I know she won't, but it's worth a shot. A little bit more. Oh, that's a bit much. I would love for you to teach me jelly printing, Terry. It would be nice. It's funny. So, I teach in person at the Goggle Works at one of the local studios here. And we're having a get together for some of the instructors. And one of the instructors she offered to teach jelly printing to all the other instructors. And I was like, you know what? She offered to teach a jelly printing class. Like, we're just getting together for like pizza and for all the instructors to get to know each other a little bit better. I was like, you know what? It'll be nice to sit down and be the student for once instead of being the teacher. So, Terry, I would love for you to teach it. Oh my goodness, why is this last one taking me like forever? All right. Swipe back a little. You like how I'm wiping up the palette like I actually clean my palettes. Who am I fooling? Okay. So, let me, however, clean my hand off before I put these papers in. Terry, I bet I could learn a thing or two from you. Listen, I'm always trying to learn every day. Every day I'm trying to learn something new. I don't clean my stencils either. Hardly, unless I put texture paste through them, then I don't clean them. If it's just paint, yeah. All right, so let me move my water again before I think that's a cup of tea. Oh, yes, definitely. Okay, so this one I can, I am going to put these guys back in here just for a little reinforcement. So there's one. There's two. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry I got so quiet. I'm in a zone now. Three. Hey, how did that one fit before, but it doesn't fit now? Weird. Let's try a different one. Okay, Terry, sounds good. Love you too, my friend. I will be around, so like charge your phone. I'll be around tonight. So you'll want to chat. Watching and cooking, watching and cooking. Okay. Yes. One more to go. One more. This one must be cut, Goofy. It has to be. So, figures the last one's going to be a dud. I think it's at the bottom. Hello, Sue. How are you? Perfect. There we go. Little trim never hurt nobody. Oh, see, now that's going to fit. So all the other ones, the paper's facing backwards. This one's facing forward. I'm good. I'm good. I've been really busy and really stinking hot lately. But other than that, I've been good. There and there. All right. Now they're all done. And my camera is super high. Let me try and bring it down without making everyone nauseous. Dun, dun, dun. Make everyone nauseous. Nope, it's just spinning everyone around. Okay. So I'll bring them up one at a time. Cute. I think they came out really neat. Let's see if my light helps, because of course the sun's going down now. Thank you. Yeah, they're just no, I don't like the light. I like the light. I don't like the light. I like the light on my iPad. I don't like the light on my computer. They're just random scrapbook papers that I had. And we'll never use up focus, grasshopper. We'll never use up all the scrapbook paper that we have. So I made them for my daughter's room. Yeah, I think they'll be nice little collage on her wall. Maybe a little, well, something like something random something. Maybe I'll add some dried flowers or something in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that's that. Yeah. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. No kidding, right? Like, those are just little 3x3 squares. I'll never I have to have a million around my house just to use up all the scrapbook paper I have. Yeah, I know. I kind of wanted to keep them simple, but yet at the same time, do a little something with them. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm happy with them. Maybe we'll see. I have to paint her wall and go from there. The wall's going to be like a sage green color, so we'll see what it looks like after I paint the wall and get them like close to the wall and see what it looks like. So maybe I'll switch them up. But I know. So don't laugh at me. Stop. This is already like out of my wheelhouse. So this is already a stretch. If not for my daughter, you already know. Okay, you already know. So yes. Thank you so much to Chalkola for sending these to me because yeah, I'm digging them. I really am digging these new paints. If you want to get your hands on them, the link is in the description below. Wait, this way, that way, whatever. You guys know where the description box is. Again, it's a 32 set of acrylic paint, not just paints. You get the palette, which it doesn't come dirty. I've clearly already used it. You get a set of 10 brushes, the sponge, the palette knife, and then I feel like I'm doing an infomercial, but I mean, it's awesome. And then, so many, all these awesome colors. The 22 mLs, 0.74 US fluid ounces. Of the tubes. So for you, it's 57. You got a different link, don't you? Got a different conversion. I don't know. For us here, it's a deal. And I mean, it's a hell of a deal. And they're awesome. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were in earlier or not. This is more like it. This is more me. So I judge paints by the black. And of course the sun's going down. But wait, my camera moved. Okay. The black is like black. And the Payne's gray is like an awesome Payne's gray. And I just threw these onto a piece of paper and brushed them out. And if I like the black, like for me, when I'm getting to, I mean, isn't that awesome coverage? Like you can't even see, like there's the shadow. You can't see the shadow. There's the shadow. You can't see. That's good coverage just for slapping some down on, and you know what I mean? No gesso, no nothing. And it's just like cheap paper. I always test paints with the blacks first. I mean, clearly, because that's the color I use the most. So, but if the black is good, because black is such a strong pigment, but it's a pigment that can be easily screwed up. And then I go from there. And like I said earlier, I originally had, yes, it's definitely for sure my color. Definitely my favorite color. I originally had this project in mind for this video or this live stream. And then before I even opened this box, like I knew what colors were in the box, but I didn't know the colors. Like I didn't know them until I actually saw them. And then I opened the box and I was like, oh, like I really wanted to dig in and just like squirt out all the colors. But I had to like stick to my guns and actually do the project I had in mind. But I do think I do think I'm gonna, I mean, Terry gave me a great idea. Like she asked me if they would be good for the gel plate, and I think they would. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try and get Terry to go live with me so she can teach me how to use the gel plate. She's gonna be my teacher. So, um, yeah, but for sure, um, you'll be seeing me use these again. And then also, they have gouache that they have sent me, and I have to give them a try, which I'm super excited about that because I love, love, love me some gouache. And um, I'll give you a sneak peek of that box. That's a nice, big, hefty box, too. And those colors, um, like there's lots, 36 in there. Um, yeah. So I'm excited about that, too. But all right, that is it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I know it's been a while since I've been live, and I will make it a point to try and jump on again and not be such a stranger. And I miss you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.